Hello everyone! Tommy Girl with you once again for another episode of Let's Play Myst 3 Exile. In the last episode, we finished up our time on Amateria, and we have our last symbol to put over here, which, by the way, I maintain it kind of looks like we can get to that book, but we can't. So anyway, I think this one should be the last symbol, so let's put it on there. See what happens. Oh, we get a bridge! That makes sense.
You've done well, my sons, but there's still one task ahead of you. The linking book you see here connects to an age called Narayan. It's a very delicate age, where civilization has emerged in response to the world's imbalances. It's also the first inhabited age I'm sending you to alone. But don't be afraid. The knowledge you've acquired here will show you the way in. Use it, and see all that Narayan has to offer.
So we have Atris's original message there. We can see what the end, what happened for the sons when they reached the end of the lesson ages. Alright, finally, after all the build-up, we get Narayan. Oh, it doesn't look very nice looking, but then again, Saavedra did say that his world was dead. So, I suppose, what is to be expected? Alright. We're in some kind of building here. With banners. This is a dead end. What's this? It looks... We have kind of like a... These kind of look like roots, maybe? Or, I don't know. This kind of has a little bit of it, like an alien tree look. That's what it kind of reminds me of. But a building built to look like that. That's what it makes me think of. With lights up here. Huh? What do we got here? Merge, dependence, wisdom, dynamic, motion, harmony. Wow, a lot of words here. Cycle, future. We've got some patterns. Hey, these actually... look familiar. You look at some of these. Well, these are connected, but like if you look, I don't see any of those there. Like this one up here, you can see the top part of the symbol looks like the symbol of nature. I wonder if the bottom one looks kind of like force, but it's not. I wonder if we can see this other symbol on here. Spur? No. Oh, encourage. Nature and courage. Well, I guess we can make some sense of these symbols we're getting here, but I don't really know what it means. Change and force. Something about changing force, and we didn't see the one for this one over here. I'm sure it was over here. We probably just missed it. But these ones are a little weirder looking, at least to me. They're not as straightforward as those other ones. Maybe it's... No, it's not chaos. But I think we definitely see a distinct pattern. I'm not sure I see the one for these over here, though. But it doesn't really matter quite yet. We'll have to remember that these symbols we've been getting are probably some kind of Narayan written language, although these would be kind of tough to write out, although they are complete words. I guess the Narayan language is more built on word symbols rather than individual sound characters, like English and many other languages. What's over here? Oh. Not working technology. We've got this... kind of looks like an ice shield or something. Huh. I do seem to remember in the journal entries, Saavedra talking about a shield here on Narayan. Let's see if I can find that. Oh yes, here we go. You prayed it would be okay until I opened his machine. I saw Narayan through his shield, and even through the barrier... And even though the barrier kept me locked inside, I knew the lattice tree had died. So he's locked in. He was locked in here at least when he got here. These shields that Atris apparently made. So his sons would have to solve a puzzle to get there to show that he learned the lessons. There's like a code or something Atris was saying. Let's see. Oh, we can't open this either? Well, okay. I guess we're going up here. It looks like it's kind of crackling. You wouldn't think it'd be as tough, but I don't think you're getting through that. Oh, look! There's like a ship, a gondola thing. A sky gondola? Reminds me of that airship in, Voltaic, but without the floating... Oh. Oh. Something's happening. Saavedra.
What? You're not... Where is he? Look, I know he's here. I have his book. So where is he?
He's not here.
He didn't come.
Sorry. No.
I take relation from him, and he sends you instead. Idiot. You actually thought this would work. You thought that you could force him into coming here, fixing things? Why? Why would he rewrite Narayan? Because of your messages? Because of your paintings? Look at your world. Look at what's left of it. When are you going to get it through your thick skull that you do not matter to him? Could be alive out there. No one. We're stuck here, you know. The linking book back to Chinanan is gone. Left behind when I linked out of Atris' study. And as for getting in to Narayan, look around you. This chamber is the only way in. And Atris installed some kind of shield, and I have never been able to get past it. Not once in all these years. So you're just as stuck here as I am. At least until I open this book. And I show Atris what it's like to watch your friends and relatives die. If you do find a way out of here, I suggest that you think very carefully about using it. Because the one thing I know about linking books, the doors they open don't close behind you.
Well then. That was an eventful meeting. I didn't really like him shaking his hammer at me. But... Hey, leave Relishan out of this, okay? It's not my fault. Or those people's fault that this stuff happened. You're mad at Atris and his family. But apparently we can't get in there. No! Alright, well, what's up here? If he had to find out eventually that we weren't Atris. I guess that was the best time. What does this do? Nothing! Oh, did it make a noise? Oh, apparently we want to... Yeah, it looks like it started something. Okay. Maybe it unlocked some of those puzzles we couldn't get to before. That's what I would think. Alright. Well, there's nothing else we can do up here, so let's go back down. And see if we can unlock anything. One thing I noticed when talking with Saavedra is his outfit looked a lot like these banners here. And it makes some sense that he might make something out of this cloth, although it doesn't look like any of these are missing. So maybe he found another one somewhere. Oh, there it is. Apparently these banners are not important, at least to him. He's wearing them. I think we should go up and inspect his clothing to try to figure out answers to stuff. Alright, anyway. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We can't open that. Hopefully we can open this thing. Figure out why the banners are important, because clearly that is somehow having to do with what we have to solve. At least I would think. Hey, yeah! That looks pretty convincing. Hey, what is this lever? I didn't notice this before. Oh, okay. So we could open that other one over here. If we turn this, we can open this one over here. Oh, okay, so instead of one of those things, it has 3 of them. Which makes sense, because we've actually got 3 sets of symbols here. Oh, I wonder if we can put these on here. And then have it solve, because that would be nice. We wouldn't even have to know what they mean. Alright, so this one is that. And then, like, this. Now, I'm actually going to cut ahead till these are put in perfectly. And, see what happens. Alright, we're back, and I've put the symbols in to the best of my ability. Nothing. Well then, my first thought would be that although we have some of the symbols, hopefully they stay, yep, we don't have all of them. See, there's all these blank things. So maybe those symbols that Saavedra gave us are only part of the solution. Alright. Well, let's look carefully what the meanings are then, because we're going to need this section for something, I would assume. Alright, so let's start with this one right here. I think we're having a hard time finding that, although we did have some banners that we kind of missed back here. I bet you we weren't looking at those. What we got here? Aha! Motion. Motion! And something else. Let's find the other one. Future? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Future, although the future is written pretty poorly by us. Way to go, in-character game. In-game character. There we go. Future and motion. Now we got this symbol. This is the first symbol we got. We got this in Voltaic. So, if you remember, we were looking at this journal before. There we go, look. Future motion. So those 2 words, what this energy powers future motion. So, I wonder if the words energy and power are on this board here. Let's look here. Energy, energy, energy! There's energy. And then power, I probably just passed by it, but I was, oh, there's power. It's the one that kind of reminds me of a butt. So energy and power. So we could put, maybe for the ones where we put in these symbols, we could put the word energy and power, excuse me. And that would be 4 symbols. Well, we could do that with the rest of them. Let's see, this one was Idana's. This one meant nature encourages. So let's see if we can find something that starts with, or has nature encourages in there. Oh wait, here we go. Nature encourages mutual dependence. And we said that was in regards to Idana. And there's the word mutual. Where's dependence? I would assume it's on here. Dependence. Excellent. Patterns holding. And then we've got this one for materia. This is the word forces and change. Let's see. So that should be the next bolded text. Dynamic forces, spur, change. So we need the words dynamic and spur. Alright. Well, there's... I think I know I saw spur at some point. There's spur. And then dynamic is right there. Well, we have all the symbols to create all three of those sayings. And each saying has 4 words. And there are 4 circles. So let's complete all these then. Because we have all that information. You'd have to write those down, actually. We did. We did already. We're that quick at writing. It's one of our skills as the stranger. Alright, so this one up here was, voltaic. And these words, this is motion and future. And the saying was energy powers future motion. This means future motion. So maybe starting here, energy powers. Doesn't matter what order we put them in. Energy powers future motion. That's the only way that makes sense. If we started here, energy, yeah. Unless we could put energy powers. That's backwards though. So there's only one way that makes sense if we're doing it in any sort of order, like for the saying. So we want energy to be at the top. We'll put the symbol of energy. But it's cool how you can click on these pieces and make all these interesting symbols. I really like that. Oh! That scared the crap out of me. Well, that is correct. And that's voltaic right there. The first age we went to, and the first age actually in Atris's journal that might have been intentional on my part. But you will never know. Actually, you will know because I'm telling you right now. Alright, anyway. The second saying in Atris's journal, and also the second age we went to, is Idana. Nature at the top. Encourages. And then we've got the words mutual dependence in the thing, which makes sense to our starting at the top and moving clockwise. Actually. Dependence. I'm not sure. There we go. Perfect. And then the final age we went to, and also the final saying in, well, not the final, the third saying in Atris's journal, is Amateria. And the words we got, actually we got a little piece of a symbol up here, it looks like, but the words we got were force and change, which are opposite for each other, which makes sense. The whole saying is a dynamic, so we should make the word dynamic here. Forces, spur, change. How lucky for us that Atris gave us a journal with these exact sayings on them. What a happy accident. Atris is like, I was just talking to you about that. Because of Relishon. There we go. Alright. We do get some music now because we just solved a puzzle. Solved it very, very elegantly, I'd say. Very beautifully. Alright, we get to go out here. I get to ride another sky gondola ship thing. Oh. Is there like a lever to get this thing going? Oh, up here? Well, I guess we'd hit that wall anyway. Well, fine. I didn't want to ride you anyway. I rode a cooler thing in voltaic, so there. Although I gotta say, this thing looks a lot like the ship that that Cirrus and Achenar escaped in one of Saavedra's paintings. They were kind of laughing and going away in that ship. Goodness, what is with me and words today? So, therefore, this could be the ship they actually used to get away, or just one very much like it. Hey, oh! We just picked up a linking book. Well, goodness. Can we click on it? Oh. We could go back. We could just ditch this place. We could be like, Atris, forget you and your Relishon book. We can get out of here. Well, you know what? We have every right, because Atris didn't even follow us. He didn't even care. You know what? Forget you and your puzzles, Atris. I'm going home. I'm ditching you. Good, now let's get out of here. Atris, we're not friends anymore. You send us on horrible quests. Oh, there's no way out but to go through your house. That's inconvenient. Oh, crap.
By the Maker, you've returned! Atris, come quick! The fire burnt the linking book you used. We had no way of following it.
Oh.
Returned. Where's Relisha?
Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Well, that didn't go so well. And that makes sense, because, first of all, it'd be pretty jerky of us to just give up now and be like, well, I mean, Atris did send us here, but, I mean, we did do this for Atris, and Atris does that thing where he makes us do things for him. But at this time, we did find out in that ending that the linking book we used was burned, and that's why Atris didn't follow us, which makes me feel a little like, oh, well, he did have reason. This water's very pretty, by the way. But if we use the linking book, it still stays here, and Saavedra can follow us. Apparently, he ran down in record time. Goodness. But we do have the linking book now. We have... I'll zoom out for a second because I do full screen for these videos. But you can see we have a rather large inventory now with the Tomana book as part of our inventory, so we can use that anytime we like. Now we are down here and we have more symbols. Yay! And they're just new ones, I guess. Resurrect, weave, momentum, balance, rebirth. Interesting. I'm not sure what to use these for, but we'll keep in mind that they're here. Let's go on up here. Now, if you recall, there is another symbol thing we can use. One with just one set of the 4 circles instead of the 3 sets. And let's go ahead and turn that on. Alright, so we have one more set that we can put in. We could try putting in our past ones, but I can tell you right now that they do not work. And so there's one more set of words we need to do. Oh, and look, the shield's back up because we turned the switch toward the other puzzle. Oh, so that's how we get the shield down. Now, if you remember in Atris's journal, we did have all these bolded sayings, but there's actually one more saying that kind of is the summation of all the things that Atris says he learned. And that thing was balance systems stimulate civilizations. And that's the other bolded text. Since there are 4 bolded texts that are 4 words long, and we already used 3 of them to open that, I would think that the 4th one is what we need to do. So let's look at these tapestries over there and see if we can we've got ones over here. Let's see if the words we need are over here. Balanced systems. Let's look for the word balance and system. Alright, not over here. So that means we need those tapestries from downstairs, which makes sense that we'd have to solve that, go down there, and then find out and figure out what we need to unlock the last saying. And this is what Atris was apparently trying to teach his sons, is that balanced systems stimulate civilizations. I do think that it's interesting he tried to teach this by showing deserted ages. But I guess this Narayan, this is the lesson for Narayan. They can kind of put them all together, and there'll be a civilization here. In those other ages, there weren't civilizations. At least not at the time we were there. Okay, so we want the words balance system, stimulate. Alright, there's the word stimulate up there. Balance system, stimulate, I don't see any there. Control, rebirth, balanced, cool. Balance systems. Oh, there's one over here in the corner. Stimulate. Civilizations. I think that civilization is the only one we haven't found yet. And I'm sure I've passed it numerous times. Unless it's upstairs, which it certainly could be. I don't see civilization down here, so I'm thinking it must be upstairs. Which is fine. We'll walk upstairs, check it out. But we've got 3 out of the 4 symbols down there. So let's go find the last one and then type that in. We have a good sense of the order they would go in from the last puzzle we solved. Alright, can we get a good view here? Civilization. There it is. Alright, it is on this wall. So balance systems create civilizations. Or stimulate, sorry. I said create. Let's go type that in. See, we couldn't solve the last one before we went down there because we didn't have the symbols for it. And we might not have put together that we needed to use the bolded text from Atris's journal. Now, this must have been much tougher for Cirrus and Akinar because they had to look at the words and decide what the lesson was. I think that would be much tougher. Because I'm not sure entirely how clear that would be. I can only suspect that Atris must have sent them with a little more information. But maybe not. It doesn't sound like it. There we go. Alright, ooh, pretty.
Oh my God. They're alive? How did you... hope and destroying. See, I still have something that he wants. Something that he sent you to bring back for him. Release you. Drop the outer barrier when I'm out by the gondola. Switch the shield so the outer barrier is open. And in return, I'll give up Relation. Do it.
Wow, very bossy, Saavedra. Well, maybe we'll give it a try, maybe we won't. You're gonna have to tune in for the next episode, the very last Myst 3 Exile episode, to find out what we do. So, I'll see you guys next time.